Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So for this video, I want to do a quick response to Stephen A. Smith's controversial remarks about Trump and black people. And I also want to talk about Donald Trump's remarks that prompted, Stephen A. Smith's remarks. Some weeks ago, Donald Trump basically said that black people can relate to him because of all his legal troubles. And when I first heard him make that remark, the first thing I thought about was that he was making like a subtle racist type of remark, suggesting that black people are frequently in criminal trouble. And because of that, they can identify with him. They can identify with somebody that is facing criminal charges. And, and I think that the problem with that is that frequently African Americans are equated with criminality. Frequently we are looked upon as inherently criminal, as inherently violent, as dangerous and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of that is perpetuated through the media, through the music, through the movies and all that kind of stuff. And I think that his statements about black people relating to him because of his criminal charges perpetuates stereotypes about black people being criminal and all that kind of stuff and being caught up in the criminal justice system. That is not to say that there is, there aren't problems with the criminal justice system and that black people, are disproportionately subjected and disproportionately sentenced in the American criminal justice system. But it is to say that, this idea of equating black people with criminality is problematic at best and racist at worst. And it's just sad to see somebody like Stephen A. Smith basically co-sign Donald Trump and support what he's saying. Stephen A. Smith just seems like one of those black people that are so eager to please Mr. Charlie, just like a dog is eager to please his master, just like a dog is looking for a pat on the head. That's what Stephen A. Smith is like. He's like that dog, that lap dog, just looking for a pat on the head and looking for white approval and white validation, because he made these statements on Sean Hannity's program, and we know that Sean Hannity is a right-wing nut, a racist. So this is another example of somebody shucking and jiving. And I think that it is absolutely absurd for him to draw comparisons between Donald Trump and the plight of our iconic African-American leaders who were persecuted in this country, unjustly imprisoned, for instance, like the many Black Panthers who were locked up and assassinated and all that, like the example of Martin Luther King, who was arrested multiple times simply for trying to obtain basic human and civil rights for African Americans. For this man, Stephen A. Smith, to compare Donald Trump to those iconic figures that fought for freedom is absurd. Donald Trump, Donald Trump, faces charges because he was trying to suppress black votes in places like Georgia and Michigan. He's the opposite of a Martin Luther King who fought for us to have the right to vote, while this man tried to undermine and prevent black people from voting. And this man is a notorious racist. I've pointed out time and time again all the racist statements that this man has made, all the racist policies that this man has endorsed. This man defended police brutality. This man undermined it, and reversed a lot of Obama-era policies in the Justice Department designed to address the problem of police brutality. This man is, opposed affirmative action, opposed voting rights in so many areas. Co-signed and pandered to white supremacists like the ones in Charlottesville, Virginia, that went on a racist rampage. He referred to those people as some very fine people. I could go on and on. I've done countless videos about that. And if I get a chance, I'll post a link in the cards so that you all could check out those videos where I go in detail about his racism. It is absolutely absurd for a black man to compare Donald Trump to our iconic figures that fought for our freedom, when Donald Trump has done everything that he can to try to undermine the advancements of black people, tried to reverse a lot of the advancement. It's his Supreme Court justices that reversed, and voted to end affirmative action. It's, yeah, I could just go on and on, but it's just outrageous for Stephen A. Smith to make those statements. And then he came out with this weak apology where he was basically very defensive and stuff like that, and basically gaslighting people, trying to say that he didn't say what he actually did say. So those are my quick thoughts about this. Tell me what you think. Please rate, comment, subscribe, like the video, share the video, and hit that notification bell so that you'll know when I post new content. Peace.